going on, guys? I know this is I usually upload on Thursdays, but I really wanted to upload this video, guys, and I legit think that the Nuggets will come back from a 3-1 lead. Call me crazy, but I think they'll come back from a 3-1 lead. Call me crazy. I really think the Denver Nuggets are coming back from a 3-1 lead. And here's why. It's no bold prediction. I predict that the Nuggets will come back from a 3-1 lead. So let's talk about the Denver Nuggets. They won Game 5 against the LA Clippers down 16 points. And coming back from a 16-point deficit is no joke when you're down 3-1. Everyone thought that the Clippers would win this game, but Paul Millsap was scorching hot. Jamal Murray had a better game. Nikola Jokic had a really good game too, making some clutch threes. Michael Porter Jr., he also had a really good game. Even though he had one basket, he was playing good defensively, which I actually like from him, improving his defensive game. He might not be the best perimeter defender, but he is a pretty good rim protector, and he made some clutch blocks. I really think that the Nuggets will come back from a 3-1 lead. The first reason I think this will happen is because they've already came back from a 3-1 lead. They have the experience of this happening. And the Nuggets are just playing really good basketball. Against the Utah Jazz, Donovan Mitchell was scorching hot, but they still found out a way to win the series and come back from a 3-1 lead. They deserve the series, and coming back from a 3-1 lead is simply just crazy. If you already have the experience of coming back from a 3-1 lead, you could probably do it again. And I really think that will happen. The Nuggets have also already won Game 5, so they could even have Game 6. Second reason I think the Nuggets will come back from a 3-1 lead is because they're simply just a really good team. They beat a lot of good teams, and this is their year. I believe this year the Nuggets will make it to the conference finals and beat the LA Clippers. They're such a good team. They have Jeremy Grant to guard Kawhi Leonard and Paul Millsap. So I don't think those are the worst matchups ever. I think they could at least contain those two players. And you can't stop Kawhi Leonard. You may be able to stop Paul George, but not Kawhi Leonard. But at least you could contain him. That's the best you could do. The Denver Nuggets are really good offensively too. I really like Nikola Jokic's game. He's the main passer on the Denver Nuggets, and he's been shooting really good percentages from 3. Paul Millsap, even though he's old, he has been a baller, especially scoring 14 points in the third quarter. He's been playing really good in the series, and he could guard Paul George or Kawhi Leonard. I think that would be a pretty good matchup. And another player I really want to talk about is Michael Porter Jr. Michael Porter Jr. is the next Kevin Durant to many people. His game is like Kevin Durant. He could shoot the 3 ball, and he might not be as good defensively, but he's an offensive Kevin Durant. And when Kevin Durant started playing in the league, he wasn't that good of a defensive player either. He just developed and became a really good defensive player. Anyways, I think Michael Porter Jr. has been a really big piece on this Nuggets run. And I forgot to say, Jamal Murray has been starting to play really good now. In Game 5, he played really good. Another reason I think the Nuggets will come back from a 3-1 lead is that they just have the heart to do so. They didn't quit when they're down 16 points. They definitely did not quit. Even though they're down 3-1, they did not accept that the Los Angeles Clippers, the second best team in the league, is just simply a better team than them. They still tried. They have heart. I really think that's a big factor in the Denver Nuggets. Another reason I really think the Denver Nuggets will win against the LA Clippers in 7 is because they have momentum. They've been playing really good, and once they play really good, they'll start playing really good for Game 6 and Game 7. And because of that momentum, they will win all these 3 games, in my opinion. I really think that they will perform really well, and that's because of their momentum. They have all the momentum in the world, and the Clippers don't. The Nuggets don't have that much pressure. The only pressure they really have is being down 3-1. That is the only pressure the Nuggets have. They have all the momentum in the world, and overall, I got Nuggets in 7. Peace out. Nuggets in 7, you already know.